Hey, what's up guys? It's Pixelated Apollo. Thanks for stopping by and welcome back to the wonderful world of Middle-earth. This is another custom scenario for Third Age Total War created by Sin of the Dark Cloud. It's a 3-team siege battle with 7 armies, so 7 players total. It's going to be really crazy, and it's going to be really dynamic, not only because of the scenario, but because of this map. I just want to take a second and show you around this very beautiful map. So the main objective is right here. So what everyone is fighting for is this fort. It's a 2-layer Teutonic fort, and it's currently being defended by the Kingdom of Arnor. But if we head over to the other spots or other part of the battlefield, there's some very strategic positions, like around this bridge here you can hold as a choke point. There are a couple bridges throughout the map going across the canyon, and then over on this side we have a fort, which this is not the main objective, but if a player is having a really tough time and he's got some troops over here, he can fall back to this fort and use it as a stronghold, which is, you know, that's crazy. We've never really seen anything like that in Total War. Also, we've got some cool like cosmetic stuff like smaller forts, which you can't actually go inside, but it is cool to see them scattered around. It really makes the atmosphere nice, more authentic of an atmosphere. So I want to give a big thank you to Sin of the Dark Cloud for creating this scenario and this map. It is absolutely beautiful, and I'm really excited to see this battle. Also, this battle has a backstory, so we're going to experience this fight on many different levels. So this battle is on, or at, the borderlands of Rhun. And the reason that all these armies have come together to do battle is this. Well, Sauron, he wants to control the Rhunic people, the Easterlings. Not necessarily conquer them, he just wants them to help him fight and take over Middle-earth. Now, Rhun doesn't necessarily, like, they're not super excited about it. They're like, oh, the Dark Lord, ew, he wants us to fight for him. That's a great thing. No, it's a terrible thing. So what Mordor has done is that he sent over some diplomacy, aka a giant army, and they will recruit anyone willing to fight and slaughter anyone who puts up any kind of resistance. And leading this Mordor army is one of the ring wraiths. I believe his name is Khamul, something like that. He was once the lord of the eastern lands. He was once an Easterling, so that's why he sent them, because he probably knows the lands and maybe he can convince them, even though he's a disgusting ring wraith now. So he's leading the assault, and on their way, and once they've gotten to the borderlands of Rhun, they notice this very strong fortress commanded by Arnor, which at the time is an enemy of Rhun. And they're going to go ahead and try to take it out, because this would be a perfect headquarters for their Runic campaign. So they're going to try to take it. So they prepared their army, getting ready for the siege. But Rhun is not stupid, and they have scouts. They have reported that Mordor is on the march, and they are not here for peaceful diplomacy. So Rhun has already gathered up their forces, and they felt like this is a time to strike, because they can take out 2 enemies at once. So they are also here at the battlefield. So that's the scenario, guys. Pretty cool. It's also during the Second Age. I forgot to mention that. But the rules for this battle are pretty crazy as well, and it's really going to make this pretty interesting. So for Mordor to win, or Rhun to win, it's whoever captures this fortress first. So it's kind of like a race, which will make things a little bit more fast-paced, because you want to, you know, quickly win the battle. There are other ways to win this fight. So let's say if Rhun kills the lead chief commander of Mordor, then they win automatically, and vice versa if Mordor kills the leader of Rhun. Now that's going to make Arnor have to save whoever's general is under attack. So let's say that Mordor's general is about to die. Arnor is going to have to quickly send troops over there and save him, or he loses, which also makes the defender a little bit more aggressive. So that's why I really like that rule. It's going to make all the players seem very active and very aggressive. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It's if you forget the rules, I'll write them in the description. It is pretty crazy, but this battle is going to be all over the place. It's going to be a lot of fun, but I don't want to carry on too long. I'm already taking too long for this intro. Let's go ahead and check out these army comps and the player names. I'm just going to ever so briefly show them. I will have the units on the screen, but let's start with Mordor. The first army, and this is like the main army, is commanded by Orc Gold. He's got a lot of Uruks and artillery and trolls and, you know, just classic I know I say this every time, but really it's just lots and lots of orcs and just the horde of darkness. He also has some black Numenorians, and here is the second of the 9 right here, Khamul, I think is how you pronounce it. He actually had some lines in the Fellowship. He was the one that was like, Shia Baggins, and the other guy's like, oh, no Baggins over here. Anyways, the next Mordor army is commanded by Mr. Deluxe Penguin. Very similar army, just hordes and hordes of orcs, some troll catapults, and I think he's got some spears in the back here. Moving on to the next attacker, which is on the same side as Mordor. It's the Orcs of Gundabad, commanded by Paladin Bob. Again, extremely similar to his comrades over there. He's got some catapults. He has some snow trolls over here, which are pretty deadly. What are they doing? They must hate it out over here. It's very hot. And he also has some warg riders, which is going to be pretty important. And then let's go ahead and look at the runic armies now. So Rhun is mostly located over here. The first army is commanded by Lokido or Lokido or something like that. He's bringing a lot of the elite golden troops. He's got some dismounted Vargs. He also has a lot of cav kind of waiting in the back here. So there's the Varg Raiders, and he has, I think this is the general that needs to stay alive, which is like, this is the Rhune's headquarters. You know, he's like watching over the battlefield from this position. So yeah, lots and lots of elite troops, and they're just currently waiting in the fortress. And the next Easterling army is commanded by Attila, and he's also bringing a lot of cav, a lot of elite infantry. We have the general right here, some dismounted Varg Raiders. And yeah, that's pretty much his army. He also has a catapult, which is going to be very important in this assault. Now looking at the poor Arnorians, who are outnumbered by 2 very hateful enemies. He's bringing in, let's see, the first army is commanded by Sin of the Dark Cloud, Arnorian heavy archers, trebuchet. We've got some Arnor pikemen, some men-at-arms. He's also bringing a ton of cav, so look out for the cav charges. He's going to be really, really aggressive with this cav force. And then the final army is commanded by Lord Laramie, and he is bringing a lot of infantry, pikemen, and I believe archers, and some trebuchet as well. So we're going to see lots of artillery in this fight. Oh, and real quick, I forgot to show you this small scouting party. So Arnor has a small force that's kind of like watching over this side of the battlefield. And also Paladin Bob's army is split in 2. So he has this force right here, and then the rest of his army is located on the other side of the fortress. So it should be pretty cool how this plays out. Let's go ahead and finally press play and begin this battle. And I believe it's going to start with the Dunedain Rangers letting loose some arrows on the Orcs of Gundabad's position. There we go. Fire, men, fire. It's alright. We may be outnumbered. We may be outpositioned, but we will fight. And he's going for the wargs, who are going to try to flank around. Here comes the fire arrows crashing in their backs there. Oh, getting a couple kills there. But I don't think that's their main focus, because now we have some orc marauders charging the position. That's such a cool position over there. You can see like the bridge and the cliffs. It looks fantastic, and it looks pretty easy to defend. So the orcs, even though they have a lot of troops over here, it's still going to be pretty hard for them to take out this position. And we've got the battle-ready Dunedain charging down. I think this is their only infantry in this area. So it's all down to them to hold this single choke point. In the battle-ready Dunedain, they don't mess around, so I'm sure they're going to take out a lot of orcs here. They may die, but they will go out fighting. And the arrows are still just crashing in. Oh my goodness, they are just wiping out these orc marauders. The snow trolls are about to charge in, so this is going to be pretty huge. It's going to be pretty hard to take out these trolls with just one battle-ready Dunedain. Here we go. The battle music has started. and the fight is getting pretty intense. The archers are still focusing their fire on the reserve forces in the back, and the trolls have, well, they're taking out quite a bit here. You know, the battle-ready Dunedain, they're pretty tough to kill, but so are the trolls. So snow trolls in action. Oh, it looks like, oh, actually he's gonna just run right by the battle-ready Dunedain. He has some trolls pushing through to try to go after the archers. The Dunedain Rangers, they're gonna try to fall out of there. That snow troll, he's creeping up on them. But he is going to somehow amazingly get out of that situation. Now we've got some orc archers putting down some fire on the Arnorian archers, the heavy archers, and the snow trolls are just running right by those battle-ready Dunedain and are now trying to pursue the Dunedain Rangers. But on the other side, we do have some cav fighting going on. The Knights of Numenos taking on these Warg Riders. Oh, very nice, very nice. So, of course, the Knights of Numenos are way better than the Warg Riders. Also, we've got another cav unit coming in this way. We've got some Arnor Knights going to support the archers. So it looks like he's going to be able to save the scouting party at the end here. He's going to be able to get a lot of these archers back inside the fortress, which is really good for him because those archers are key to a defense of a fortress. There you have it. There you have it. Warg Riders. They're gonna try to get out. Yeah, that is not a good situation. They're chasing down the Knights of Numenos. Look at them maneuver around this little valley. That is fantastic. Oh, they're charging down some goblin trackers. So he's gonna try to take out the archers for the orcs of Gundabad. So if we look at the rest of the battlefield, it seems to be pretty slow. Oh my god. Look at this. Mordor forming a Sheltron formation. Also, Rhun has a unit of clan guard just kind of watching over, making sure Mordor doesn't come this way. So it should be pretty interesting to see how Rhun and Mordor work together, because obviously they're going to have to work together somewhat to try to take out this defense. You know, it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy taking out this fortress. So, you know, it's looking pretty good for Arnor. Like, he really wants these guys to kill each other. But now we've got the goblin trackers chasing down the Knights of Numenos. And I think fighting over here is about to simmer down a little bit, because most of the archers, if you can see in the background there, they are getting out of that. Oh, we got some trebuchet firing over here. But yeah, the archers are going inside their fortress, and the cav is going to just try to run by these orc riders or riders and try to go back inside the fortress. The snow trolls though are not letting them escape too easily. Oh, they're gonna run through this. Oh, look at this. They can just run through buildings. Ah, man, the magic of Middle Earth. The things you can accomplish. What a magical place. But as a defender, I honestly think he should just hold his fire with the archers. I mean, these orc halberds are really not that good. They are getting slaughtered, but I think they should save the ammo for like the more elite troops, like the Uruks and the golden troops from Rhun, the Easterlings. But they do have a sizable force escaping back inside the fortress, so that is pretty good. Let's look around at other parts of the battlefield. I believe we do have, let's see, what do we got over here? Oh yes, we do have some Arnor Knights marching around in position. I think they're going to try to get some cav charges on the stationary orcs of Gundabad. So again, try to use this mini-map as reference, because there is going to be a lot of chaos. Just like look around, see what's going on. So Mordor, commanded by Orc Gold. I think he's going for a push here. Yes, because Rhun is falling back. I think they were getting shot with some arrows, so they're going to fall back. But now they're going back to the bridge, and they might be ready to... Oh, and we got some catapults. Firing at... Oh yes, they took out a couple of the Uruk archers. So Rhun sending over that catapult is actually going to help him a lot in this position, in this this area over here. But the clan guard are going to try to quickly close this gap, and they are going to get there in time. Will they actually fight, or will they just kind of stand at each other, or stand and look at each other? Nope, they're falling back. I knew it. Yeah, I mean, the clan guard are very, very good. It's very tough to do battles on bridges because it's so tightly packed. And it's not so much about having, well, like, it is about having really good troops, because you want to win in the 1v1 fight. Oh my god, that could have been really bad. That could have been terrible for the orcs. But they are moving up some Uruks. So yeah, he's sending up more elite troops to take care of these clan guard. The clan guard are like, you're not welcome here. Get away. Get away. So we got a bridge battle going on this side. Oh, and more artillery. Oh, wow. Mordor's using their artillery. That's really risky because there's only one unit to take out. So there's more chances of them killing their own men in this situation. Also, archers fire. You know, Mordor doesn't care about friendly fire. They don't. It's like, whatever. We'll just make more orcs. It's not a big deal. Also, we've got some fighting going on here. Some wargs taking on some Knights of Arnor, or the Arnor Knights. So yeah, they're definitely trying to be aggressive with the cav here, trying to take out at least one of the armies, which is the Orcs of Gundabad. Oh, really good charge there. And again, guys, I do apologize for the lag. The amount of troops on the battlefield is just unreal right now. So Medieval 2 is just like, oh my god, I can't handle this. There's too many damn troops. I mean, look at this. Look at just the chaos going on over here. The cycle charges from the cav. Also, Rhun is marching over their cav in their army over on this side. I think they want to join the fun. They want to surround that Gundabad army. Oh, and the trebuchet is now firing into this position. We have complete chaos over here. So I think what Arnor is doing is trying to slow down this Orcs of Gundabad army. That way Rhun can come over and clean them up in a reasonable time. But the Goblin Trackers, he's got a lot of archers up on the this hill over here. He is preparing troops to hold against Rhun. Here comes Rhun, pouring in a lot of elite infantry. He's going to try to quickly get them in position, because this could be really bad how he's all clustered up like this. This is a really good target for catapults and whatnot. But let's see what happens here. He's got some skirmish horses going around, trying to pepper down the halberds, who are just kind of standing and using this hill as a nice protective shield here. He is going to charge forward. He's going to charge down and try to pin down these Varg raiders. There we go. Here comes more cav. Oh my god. I'm sure as the battle goes on, it will get smoother and smoother as more and more units die on the battlefield. But this is pretty intense here, guys. I mean, this is just like, I love seeing these like multiple team siege battles, because you don't know, like, you could be enemies at one point and then allies, you know, working together to take out the stronger army. That is why I love like the free-for-all kind of scenarios. But more and more forces are just crossing this bridge. He needs to get that catapult. Does he have a catapult over on this side? I'm not sure. Yes, no, that's a ram. But we do have some trebuchet over here. And Arnor actually being really aggressive with his infantry. He's charging out here to try to kill this army. He's got his Arnor men-at-arms and his cav over at this flank. He's about to charge in his infantry. Oh no, those are some Dunedain Rangers. I thought those were orcs for a second. But yeah, he is charging out his Arnor men-at-arms. The closest orc unit is this orc halberdier unit. There we go. There's going to be a fight over here on this flank now. Very nice. Oh my god, this battle is just, it's all over the place. Like, I'm probably missing a lot, but I'm trying to capture it all. Mordor is getting chopped into pieces. There's nothing he can do in this situation. He really needs to just let Rhun come in and just, I don't know. He just doesn't need to be fighting these guys right now. He has bigger issues like Arnor on the other flank. But I guess he's just trying to kill the horse archers, which he is a little bit. He's taken out a couple here and there. But the carnage that took place over here, just lots of death, lots of and Arnor is just cleaning up the poor goblin archers. And poor Paladin Bob's army just was sandwiched in between two different forces. And I think at this point, he's just trying to take out as many forces as he can so his allies can do the rest of the work. I think, let's see, what's going on over at the bridge? Oh, the Clansguard are getting chewed up by those Uruks. I'm actually really surprised. I thought the Clansguard were going to win that fight. But I believe the rest of Mordor's army, yes it is. It's headed over this way. Look at this huge army. So I think, oh my god. Oh my god, it's endless. The siege towers have arrived, and now they are pushing. Oh yes, we actually have some trolls breaking through the gate now. So the siege battle has begun already. I was not expecting this, and Arnor is, well, Arnor needs to slow down a little bit. They need to gather up their forces. They don't need to be sally out and, you know, trying to take out as many forces as they can, because the legions of darkness is at their gates. And soon Rhun will also be at the gates on the other side. So these pikemen are really out of position. They're just getting surrounded by these trolls and the orc halberdiers. We do have forces kind of waiting up on this wall. It is the Arnorian heavy archers. They're going to fall back, but this mass amount of forces are coming up this way. Well, alright guys, my game crashed there. I was trying to take a screenshot, and apparently just there's too many forces and the game did not like that and it crashed. I went ahead and turned down some of my graphics, trying to hopefully make the game a little bit smoother. It seems to be still pretty choppy. It actually feels a little bit smoother. So hopefully my game will not crash. If it continues to crash, then I guess I can't do this replay, but well, you really wouldn't be seeing this if it does. But so hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully we can get through this battle. It's just so large and there's so many troops. It's just the game is having a tough time dealing with it. But anyways, we are back where we left off. The evil forces of Mordor trying to break through this gate. The trolls are causing a lot of havoc for the pikemen over here. And also Mordor has their archers, just a lot of Uruk archers ready to get into position to go up on these towers. They're going to try to fire down, and look at this position. Oh, here, let's see this volley. Oh, taking out some of these Uruk halberds. But yeah, look at this position over here. They formed like a U around the wall, and they're protecting this trebuchet. So I do like that. It's very, well, it's clever. I don't know if it's going to be useful or what, but if we look at the other side, there's a lot of archer stuff going on. The Dunedain Rangers firing at some trolls, and we also have some cav that are trying to run around. So it seems like they're going with a very weaker defense here. They do have a lot of archers, but I think they're now falling back into the second layer position because things are going really bad on the other side. Now it's only just begun because look at the forces here of Mordor. It is endless. That's only half. Here is the other half. Oh my god. And look at all the trolls. So we've got a battle of two different philosophies going right now. So Mordor is going with a very aggressive approach. So they're going to try to take out that town center with brute force. But Rhun is going with more of a slow, patient approach. So we'll see who wins. Who do you think is going to win? That is the real question. Is Arnor going to be able to stop this huge invasion force? Oh, the trebuchet. Yes, taking out a ton of troops there. That was really good. Very, very good. But Arnor is just kind of sitting back. The archers up on the walls are soon to get into position. And I'm wondering why both teams are just kind of sitting here waiting. Come on. Charge in. And I think he wants to use his archers. Mordor wants to use his archers to try to pepper down Arnor. So Arnor, he realizes this, and he's going to charge in and finally face the orcs once and for all. He's got his Arnor men-at-arms charging at all different kinds of directions. And the orcs are going to try to flank around here. We've got a lot of orc raiders going around on this flank. Men-at-arms going in. And we also have some men-at-arms going over at this position. Let's see. Oh, oh my goodness. Look at all the arrows coming in. That is a really good position for Mordor. And that's the thing about Teutonic-style fortresses, is that your walls can be, well, the walls can become your enemy. If the enemy can take them and, you know, put their archers up on the walls, they can use them against you. But we got a lot of returning fire from the Dunedain. Oh, in the trebuchet, did you see that? Right over the walls there. That was a perfect angle, but oh my god, more and more forces coming in. There we go. There's a good returning shot there from the trebuchet. And the ladders are coming in as well. So they're preparing to already take out the second wall. And there goes one of the generals from the Dunedain, the battle-ready Dunedain taken out. I believe that was the general of the Orcs of Gundabad. So that's not a big deal because Gundabad is pretty much out of this fight. It just seems like Paladin Bob was stuck in a very tricky position. He kind of got double teamed there. But the rest of the forces, hopefully Mordor can avenge Paladin Bob and take out this town center. But the arrows just seems endless. There's never a time where they're not falling through the sky, killing someone from both armies there. They've got archers firing from every direction. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Was that a bunch of orcs there? Yes, that was a really good shot from the trebuchet. So the Uruks taking some heavy casualties there. The men-at-arms holding still very, very strong. But they got to be careful with that trebuchet because friendly fire can come at any moment. Jesus, look at all of these orcs. This is ridiculous. Oh my god, and that's only half the army. Oh, more trebuchet. Oh no. Oh my god. They lost. Oh, that was some major. This is what I was talking about. Major friendly fire going on. And now they are breaking. They just took so many casualties there. And the Olag High are now joining the fight as well. So they're going to try to bust through the Arnor men-at-arms who are holding this center position. The trebuchet is now stuck in melee. So there's nothing they can do about that. And we also have some fighting over on this flank of the siege battle. So we got some orc raiders who are now breaking. Jeez. All right, let's see what's going on this side of the fight. So the trebuchet here, they are firing. Let's see if they can get a shot here on Rhune's army. I don't know why Rhune's just not like charging in. Like, why are they being so passive? I mean, Mordor has plenty of troops to take out this fortress all by themselves. I mean, it's going to be close, but I think they can do it. So Rhun needs to do something now. They need to do something quick before it's too late. Before, you know, they're too slow to take the town center. If we look at the reserves of Arnor, though, he has a ton of troops. I mean, nothing like Mordor, but these troops are very elite and very, very good at holding defensive positions. Oh, we got some Dunedain Rangers charging out, so I assume they are out of ammo. So now they're holding this center position here. Let's see what's going on. Let's get a bird's eye view of this fight. Oh, let's see. They're storming around these men-at-arms on this side. The Olag High swinging their clubs of justice, their maces around. Yeah, those aren't clubs, those are maces. Giant maces. Could you imagine? Words are hard today. Could you imagine getting hit in the face with that? That would be that'd be terrible. Yeah, you know, this battle has been really just not wanting to work with me. This is actually like my 5th time trying to do this recording because of it crashing. So I'm already starting to lose my voice because of this recording. Fingers crossed we get through this. I really hope we do because we might not have a video for tomorrow if it doesn't. But yeah, geez, just look at all the dead orcs here, still getting harassed by those archers. So they're gonna pour in, try to get their siege equipment inside. So they're kind of reforming here. They're gonna try to prepare for the second assault. We already have some ladders going up to the walls. We got this lone Arnorian soldier. He's like, no, not this day. Back. Oh, he's kicking some orcs around. So this one soldier is actually stopping. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. So he was stopping the ram for a couple seconds there, but it's going to go back to its business, which is going up on that wall. Arnor still holding, and the Uruks pushing through. I think they're taking on the Dunedain Rangers. And let's see what else is going on the other fight. We have Rhun pushing forward their troops. They're finally moving forward. I don't know why they're still just sitting here. It looks like they lost some troops. If you see here, you can see some burnt up troops from that trebuchet. Why are they being so passive? I don't get it. Just take out that trebuchet. You're losing men and you don't have to. Is the cav gonna go for him? No, I don't know what the cav. Oh, watch out, Rhun. Watch out. All right, so he's gonna continue to fire his arrows there. There we go. Finally, the cav is gonna get into position to try to take out that trebuchet. Let's see. Come on, charge in there. Take it out. And that should silence that. Oh, one last volley. Let's see. Make it count. Make it count. Nope. Nope. Not even close. So the cav is now gonna fight him off. Probably kill him pretty quickly. And he's gonna run the trebuchet crew back inside. I respect that. He's trying to save as many men as possible for the final stand at the choke, or at the town center, or the choke point, whatever you want to call it. But Mordor, man, oh my goodness, they are just, the floodgates have opened, and I'm really afraid to zoom in because that's usually when it crashes. But we do have some catapults firing at this wall. It is at 49% destroyed. So this is actually going to be really huge. If they can take that out, they're going to have another opening where they can charge into. And they're also firing their archers from these walls at the men-at-arms over here. Or the dismounted Dunedain Knights, rather. So yeah, they're getting hit with the arrows there. So they're gonna try to hug tight to the walls, get close to those walls, and more orcs just doing everything they can to get through there. We've got a very brave stand from the Dunedain Knights and the Arnor pikemen. This is going to be really tough for them to break through. Because there's such elite troops, and with the help of the pikemen, they should be able to hold for a long time. But actually, Arnor is going to fall back. There's some Uruks who are behind the enemy line, so that might be the reason why he is falling back into the second layer of defense, because he doesn't want the pikemen to get surrounded. Now the poor Dunedain Knights are all by themselves, fighting off so many Uruks and Olag High. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out very slowly. That's getting a little too crazy for my liking. But we got more Mordor forces pouring in. Pretty soon this wall is going to come down. It's at 56%. And Rhun is now marching through the gates. Or about to march through the gates. A lot of their forces just kind of hiding up on this hill. I mean, they need to get going. I understand that they're trying to let Arnor and Mordor kill each other. But if Mordor is successful at taking out Arnor, then he's going to take the town center first. Oh my, okay, I'm gonna zoom in here. Please don't crash. Okay, oh, I got nervous there. Okay, so the Olag High kicking these men around, and with the help of these trolls, they should be able to break through these knights. I mean, it's only one unit. And now Arnor is gonna fall back to the gate and try to hold the gate with their pikemen. Jeez, this is so laggy, guys. It's like, this battle is so large. Oh my god. All these troops. It is oh, there goes the gates, and the archers tumbling to their deaths. So pretty soon they're going to be able to push through. It's still at 86% destroyed, so they need to hit it a couple more times. And this is going to be really, really good. Because they might be able to attack the pikemen from the backs. The pikemen are now engaged in combat, in melee. So they are holding their ground. But for how long? Because it looks like the orcs have got them out of position here a little bit. We got some Dunedain Rangers joining the very heated melee. So they must be out of ammo. Come on, orcs. Oh, and there goes the wall. It's officially been destroyed, and now there's another breach in the fortress. And there, oh my god, look at this. I can't get over the amount of troops on the battlefield. There goes the Olag High, kicking these men around. That's what they do best. And now the pikemen are getting in position. Oh, please tell me they can run through here. Oh, if they move now, they might be able to get through this tiny gap over here. Oh, can they not push through this wall? Seriously? Is this a glitch? Oh, okay, they are. No. Oh, no, it's glitching out. This happens sometimes. I don't know why this happens, but the troops have a tough time breaking through. I guess there's like the invisible wall there that's just preventing them from going through, which is not good. But what is this, an opening right here? Oh, no, it's not. It's not. That was for like water. So they can't go. Maybe they should knock down this wall right here. But that's really, really unfortunate. Oh, geez. Okay, so here's the situation, guys. We have Rhun forming up on the other side of the fortress. They are getting hit with archers from the walls. Arnor is just flipping out. They don't know what to do. They're like, oh my god, they're coming in at the same time. Oh, have mercy on our souls. Now we have Mordor firing, yes, their catapult into Rhun's forces. Here comes another volley just short there. So is Rhun going to attack Mordor or is Rhun going to attack Arnor? That is the question. That is the question that we're all wondering about. Mordor is well prepared to defend their flank against Rhun. In Arnor, are they falling back? I think they are. Yes, they are falling back. Their pikemen. He's about to charge in his Knights of Numenos. And the trolls are still kicking. And here comes another healthy set of Olag High. So it's only a matter of time until they break through this. And Arnorian heavy archers, are they going to try to... Yeah, you can't go through there. Oh, but the archers can fire through there, so that's really good. So at least they're getting something out of destroying that wall. Oh, Rhun, buddy, you can't group up your army like that. Oh, they're gonna get destroyed by that catapult. It already looks like they lost a bunch of archers over here. Jeez, God, look at this battlefield. This is so cool. I wish Medieval 2 would get like an HD remake or something like that. Because, or like, you know how they redo games and make them HD quality and stuff. If they can improve the amount of RAM you can use, because I think the reason it's so laggy with all these troops is because the game only lets you set like 2 gigabytes of RAM. But if you're allowed like 8 or whatever, that would make the game run so much better. You know, make the graphics a little bit better. Of course, I don't think Third Age would work. They would have to redo the mod, which would be unfortunate, but it would be great for them to come out with an HD edition for Medieval 2 Total War. 10 years. The game has been out for almost 10 years up in November, so I gotta do something special for that because this is my favorite Total War. But anyways, back to this battle. Mordor is finally ripping through these defenses. Arnor is, yep, he's falling back. Now is the time. Retreat. So this is what they're doing here, is that they're trying to let Rhun and Mordor fight it out. Rhun is pouring through the gates now. And they're also going to charge the flank of Mordor. So this is it, guys. It all comes down to this. Who will be victorious and who will be defeated? Cav charge right into the... Oh, come on. Fire the catapult. Fire the catapult. Nope. Nope. They're not going to do it. Are they going to fire? Oh, yes, they are. Oh, but it misses. What a waste. What a waste. So there we go. We got some spearmen charging into the Runic forces. And now Mordor and Rhun are full on doing battle. Let's see. What is this? Some orc raiders. They're going to try to swarm Rhun. What is up here? Oh, we've got... Oh, Uruks up on the walls. That could be huge. They could charge around and try to flank them. I think the game is starting to simmer down a little bit frame rate wise. Because more and more troops are dying. Oh my god. Oh, and Mordor's fighting Rhun over at this position too. And Arnor is also in the mix as well. So this is just a big old cluster of a fight between hated enemies. And this is Rhun's chance. The balance of power, this is Arnor's point of view. Not exactly looking good for Arnor. But they've got a very solid defense over here. So really, what's going to happen is that one of these armies have to easily win. So Mordor and Rhun, someone has to easily win and have enough forces to take out this defense. Because if they just slaughter each other, Arnor is just going to win. Like, there's no way. Oh, Rhun, why? Why are they charging into pikemen? Why are they charging into pikemen? That is a silly mistake there. I mean, there's just so much going on. It could be because he's paying attention to other parts of the battlefield. But look at this. We've got like this dark army against this very light, just runic force. so much death in one little area. Oh man, so who do you think's winning at this point? I think Rhun is doing pretty well because he still has a very healthy army. Oh, why is he firing at that wall? He's gonna try to break down another wall. Do they have any reserves? Do they have like, no, that's it. This is all of Rhun's army. This is it. And this battle over here in this courtyard is looking like it's in favor of Mordor. Gotta take out those trolls. If they can kill the trolls, then they have a chance. Because the Uruks, even though they're elite Uruks, they're still not that good compared to the Luke Flagrim. But this would be a great time for Arnor to just charge out and try to get some kills. What is this? Oh, we got some Dunedain archers who are just trying to get as many kills as possible, firing at that huge blob of enemies. To them, every single soldier fighting in this mosh pit is an enemy. I'm sure they're getting tons of kills. God. The army sizes are ridiculous. Look at this fight. This is so cool. This is just unreal, this battle. Oh, and then we got oh, this is so good for Mordor. This is really, really good. He's got his archers up here. Oh. Firing down on the huge blob of Easterlings. But the Easterlings are setting up their javies over here, and they also have their polearm units going into position. They really need to activate those catapults again. But oh, they've got so many trolls waiting in reserve, and more forces are. God, Mordor had a huge army. Like Mordor's army was just, it's ginormous. And they are winning the fight over here. So I think Rhun is going to die here. I mean, he doesn't have a lot left over. He's got a lot of cav. But unfortunately, he kind of used his cav a little too defensively. Like oh, there's a catapult though. Oh, this could be huge for Rhun. If he can take out this huge blob of orc raiders, he might be able to turn this battle around. Let's see what he can do here with this catapult. We're gonna watch this because I do want to get some good shots of this artillery. There we go. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, jeez. No. Oh, and there's the Nazgul, or the Ring Wraith, using one of his abilities. And Mordor is now flanking around the position. I'm sorry we're not doing a lot of close-ups. I'm just worried about the game crashing. But again, as more troops die on the battlefield, it's less likely to crash. But yeah, Mordor's trying to surround these Easterling forces. And oh, yes, we got the Black Numenorians in the fight as well, so they're gonna help. Oh, there's the general. Look at this, guys. The general. This is one of the second of the 9, whatever his name was, Khamul. But yeah, Arnor's not having any of that. They're like, nope. I mean, because Arnor could charge in and surround all of these guys right here. But of course, that leaves them open in the flank from Mordor charging more and more troops in this way. And the battle is still pretty close over here. Even though even though Rhun seems like they're surrounded, they're holding on. They're not surrounded. It seems like they're outnumbered is what I'm trying to say. But because their troops are so skilled, they're able to fight off this huge blob of Mordor forces. And now he's sending in his javies. And he can flank around. This is really good. You see this opening right here? Mordor is going to flank around and try to take out these forces. And Rhun is crumbling. I mean, slowly over time, he's running out of troops. And is he paying attention to the fight? The balance of power is getting a little bit better for Arnor. Because, you know, their enemies are killing each other. Oh, Mordor's not going for the flank. He's actually going for some troops who are over this way. So Rhune's trying to take this wall because I think he wants to put his archers up here. But instead, we've got archers and some pretty elite infantry doing battle up on this wall. I can't believe the game didn't crash when they were playing this. Like, this is unreal. But we are getting close to the end of this battle. We'll see what happens here. I mean, remember, guys, Arnor cannot let one of the generals die to the hands of their enemies. Like, they have to kill the general, not Rhun or not Mordor. So they're risking defeat right here by not doing anything in this fight. I don't know. I think Mordor is going to be pretty exhausted. Some Uruks trying to take out this horse guard. And we also have a troll catapult getting into position. Do we have any good shots yet? No. I want to see some good artillery here. Come on now. I want to see a lot of death. We do have the Runic catapult in position over at this flank. So it seems like Rhun is more interested in winning in this, winning at this battle over here rather than this other fight, which seems to be pretty dead even. I mean, I don't know. Rhune's getting pretty thin over here. Mordor just has a ton of troops, but the quality of Rhun could win them the battle. So we'll see. Also, we have this wall battle going on. Mordor definitely outnumbers him here, but it is close quarters, so it's all about killing the man in front of you. And there goes the Nazgul again. Oh my. Okay, so both artilleries firing at once. One of the catapults were destroyed for Rhun. And the troll catapult loading up over here. This is so laggy. This is so insane. God, this battle is so... This is probably the biggest battle I've ever uploaded to YouTube. So that's a treat for you guys, I guess. New records are being broken every day. Oh, man. But Rhun is really thinning out over here. They're fighting back to back. And, oh, is this the general? This could... Yes, it is. It is the general. Remember, if the general dies and Mordor kills the general, then Mordor wins. So both parties here are using their generals, which... Oh, Arnor is charging out, guys. This is now his time to strike. I think because they realize Mordor is going to seize victory here, so they can't let that happen. And the bodyguard is also fighting in this battle. So I like this. I'm so glad they're finally charging out here and trying to settle this battle themselves. The pikemen going in, taking on some trolls. An absolute mess of a fight. And it's just everyone is walking on dead bodies over here. It's like the amount of dead bodies is just, it's endless. Absolutely endless. We got more catapults moving in position. This is really good for Mordor's catapult because he can take out this huge blob of Arnorians. But Arnor is holding this nice line right here. And they're going to have to try to break through. He's going to form up. You see this gap right here? He's going to move his pikemen over on that side. And the archers, this is really good. The Mordor archers are up on this wall. So Mordor is just, they've been controlling this battle for most of this battle. For most of the time. So I like the fact that he's been using these walls. I'm surprised that the armies didn't really battle over the walls. Oh, there was a cav charge there. Oh, taking out Rhune's army. Jeez. So it's down to this, guys. And Mordor is victorious, so they were able to chop up the Easterlings there. So they're going to be able to send over more reserves to try to help out in this fight. And I think Arnor is pushing out because the Easterling general is in trouble. We can't have him dying to Mordor, or it's game over and Mordor is victorious. The wall battle's still going on. This isn't huge because most of the fighting is somewhere way off. Like, this wall is not extremely important at this point of the battle. So it's not a big deal who wins on that side. But does Mordor have enough to break through the Arnorians? Do they have enough? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. So it should be pretty interesting to see what you guys are voting for. I would like to know like who you thought was going to win at the very beginning, just based on like the army comps and their positions. But the general of Arnor going for some very critical cav charges, trying to take out the Uruk halberds, trying to take out very important units that are going to be pretty useful at taking out choke points. The Olog High just swinging their maces. Oh, what do we got? What do we have? Oh, some artillery. Ooh, took out a bunch of Arnorian men-at-arms. Good hit there. So Uruk archers are now in the fight. So it seems like Mordor is running out of troops. And we are reaching the end of this battle. How will this end? Who will win? But look at this. Look at Mordor has a unit of spearmen just watching the flank and trying to prevent the general. See, where is the general? Where is he? Oh, he's over here. What is he doing? He's way away from the battle. But anyways, he's trying to prevent any reinforcements from Rhun to come in. Because they do have some cav left over. But pretty much Rhun is out of this fight. Now, he can still win. That is still a possibility. But it's not likely. This Arnorian general needs to be careful. He's charging right into some halberds. The trolls trying to disrupt this Arnorian pike position. Got more Uruks charging in. Jeez, this battle, man, it's unreal. The amount of troops. I wish like every battle was like this. You know, the scale of it all. But it's just, it is a computer game and it has its limits. And we are really pushing the limits. I would hate for it to crash right now, but I don't think it's going to happen. Which I'm really excited because I'm pretty pumped to upload this battle because I think it's going to be a pretty good one. Just, you know, I don't know. My commentary has been very shaky because of all the crashing. But hopefully the content itself has been pretty solid. I mean, this fight, even though it's very choppy too. But Arnor is running out of forces here. He's got a couple of Dunedain Knights, which are pretty good. But I think it's time for them to fall back to the town center. I think I mean, I guess they don't really have an option. I think Mordor is just going to be able to kill him over time. Because if they fall back, the archers are just going to pepper them down from afar. And also the catapults. Oh, there goes the capture. Oh, no! Wait, was that the general? I don't think so. I don't think that was the general of Rhun that needs to die. No, the game is still going on. The pikemen have so many orcs to kill, but you never know. They could get a chain route here. It's not impossible. These trolls, though, you gotta kill these trolls. I like these cycle charges from the general. Going at, you know, whatever small gap they can charge through. They're definitely trying to take advantage of it. But it's not looking great for Arnor. I think it's safe to say that Mordor is going to win this fight. That is insane. That is crazy. Yeah, look at more forces are still... Look at this battlefield. Just look at all of the troops who have died here. This is... Oh, here's the general, by the way. The Black Numenorians. This is the general that has to die for Rhun to win. But... yeah, dead troops, not just in the fortress, but outside as well. Look at all of the troops who have died. That will give you just a scope of how large this battle was. And it's still massive. Like, the amount of troops in here is ridiculous. But we are getting closer and closer to the end. And pretty soon we will see our victorious army. And yes, Arnor has nothing defending this this gate or the choke point, or not the choke, but the town center. This is what I'm talking about. My commentary, man, is just, it's terrible today. This video, this battle has been a huge headache, but I think it's been worth it. Anyways, Arnor is out of troops. Mordor is still going strong. And I think they're gonna charge for the town center here pretty soon. There's a cycle charge from the general. He's desperately trying to fight with his men. Hold, men, hold. Don't you break. Oh, Mordor is about to surround the pikemen. Yeah, it's all down to the pikemen and the Dunedain knights. And oh, there we go, guys. They're in the finish. This is like watching a marathon and seeing the runners break through the finish line. That paper, the finish line paper, whatever, the cross line. So yeah, they're going in, and now they have to hold for about 4 minutes. I think they're going to be able to kill Arnor before that time. The generals are going to try to fall back and save the day, but I don't think horsemen are going to do anything against these trolls. Yeah, look at, they're just like, nope, never mind. Never mind. And Mordor is going to win here. And what a tiny army that he has left over. Just a tiny force, but they have seen so much death in this battle. And I guess if this is part of the lore, it's historically accurate because, as we all know, Mordor does tame the lands of Rhun, and Arnor, it gets destroyed, or the Kingdom of Arnor gets destroyed. So this is a historically correct ending. So there we go. Arnor is breaking. And yeah, this is going to be the last final couple seconds. And there goes the general bravely fighting, dying with his men. And what a marathon battle, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, even with my my very iffy commentary. I do apologize about that. Just the crashing of the game is really hurting my flow. And hopefully in future scenarios, I think we should scale it down a little bit, just so the recording and playing process is a little bit more enjoyable. But that was such a laggy fight. Such a lag. Oh, look. Oh, hold on. The battle's not over yet. Rhune's. Oh, no, it's over. Rhun doesn't have any troops left. All right, so we're going to go ahead and fast forward to the very end of this. I hope you enjoyed this one. Remember, guys, please give it a like. I worked really hard on this video just dealing with this. I'm going to have to do a lot of editing, trying to, edit in the parts where it crashes and where it doesn't. Oh, there goes the general. Oh, there was a general fight. Oh, we missed that. Dang. There you have it. So they actually kill the Runic general, but it doesn't matter because Mordor was going to capture the very end anyways. Look at the size of these armies. Look at this, guys. Look at the amount of troops. That is crazy that we actually got through this game in one. Or in one. What am I even talking about? And got through it and saw the very end of it. Long day. So a lot of kills from Arnor. One of the Runic armies getting a lot of kills. Unfortunately, I can't see the player names, but let's see. This is Mordor's army here. This army got 3,252, so good job with that. That was really good. Ooh, this one got, I think Paladin Bob, he only got 777, but again, he was in a very tough situation. So let's look at the kills here. What unit got the most kills? 345 or 47 by the Knights of Anuminos, and I think that's the highest. Let's see, here's the other army. Yeah, I think 395 by the Dunedain Rangers. So the archers taking the most kills there. But I hope you enjoyed this battle. It was very chaotic, very choppy, but nonetheless very exciting. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so. And I will see you next time.